Hi friends, Andrea here with a new video for Hip Kid Club. Today I am working on a mood board inspired layout, and you can see here the beautiful mood board that Jana put together. And my inspiration for it, or what I'm going to be working on, is creating my own rainbow effect. And I'm combining those black and white pictures with black and white floral pattern paper that it's going to be behind my white cardstock, and the rest of the layout is going to be all colored, all rainbow, all happiness. So I am fussy cutting some of the rainbows from one of the pattern papers and the floral clusters from one of the Pink Fresh Studio papers. Now I added some machine stitching details on the edge of my cardstock, and now I'm gonna add some double-sided tape to adhere these cardstock to my pattern paper. All right, the next step is I want to see how the pictures actually look like in these frames. These are the Simple Stories chipboard frames that we got on our February kits. Now I printed these pictures at 4x6. I wanted to make sure that I got mainly the face of my daughter. Okay, I have that, and now I'm going to use two other chipboard frames to use them as layers on this cluster. One is going to be on the left side, and the other one I'm trying to still figure out where to put it, but it's going to end up right there at the bottom. Again, I adhere them with double-sided tape. Now this is going to change though, because I'm adding adhesive foam on the back of both frames, but I'm going to end up changing that and leaving it only on one side and creating a pocket on the one on the right, on the frame on the right hand side, and that is where I'm going to include my journaling. So right now we're going to work on we're going to use the stencil and add some mixed media to the page. The stencil is also from Simple Stories, and it's a beautiful rainbow. So we're gonna play with some of the inks that we got last year in one of our kits. Okay, so all I'm doing with the washi tape, I'm covering the parts that I don't want to show. Now in this case, on the stripe in the middle has that floral pattern, and that I'm going to cover with the Nuvo embellishment mousse, which is also from one of our past kits. So it wouldn't really have mattered if the ink would have passed on that side, but you know, just wanted to make sure that everything was perfect. Now I'm going to work on that bottom layer. Again, you do not have to remove the washi tape from the floral pattern. I think I thought of working on that layer first, and then I said, no, let's work on the ink first, and then we're going to go ahead and add the embellishment mousse. So we're getting that second layer there. And now you do need to make sure that you cover most of those 2 layers that already have the color. You know, it won't look nice if it goes through the stencil on the stripes that you have already colored. And then very carefully you start removing your washi tape. And now you lift that stencil and you get a beautiful rainbow. And you can play with the contrast, adding different colors, playing with different textures, adding embellishment mousse or paste throughout the stencil. It depends on what you want. Now you can see that I removed half of the adhesive foam, and now I'm cutting one of the Pocket Life cards, and that's the one that I'm going to use for my journaling. And the rest of it, this was a 3x8, so I just cut it. I used I'm going to use 5 inches 3x5 for the actual journaling, and the other one I used to cover the sticky parts that I still had from the adhesive foam. Now I'm just making sure that my journaling is going to go in and out without any issues, and it works perfectly. I'm going to have a hidden journaling. That part is covered, so all I have to worry about now is embellishing the rest of the page, figuring out where my title is going to be, where my fussy cut flowers and rainbows are going to be, and any other embellishments that I want to add. So now I am figuring out the placement for those rainbows. I will not end up using that many. So here we go. One is a chipboard one, changing one on that right side. Few more, and I started adding the florals that are gonna come out from those rainbows. And my title is gonna be Everyday Life. Now placing, and they're both the everyday and the word life, those alphas come in those are Simple Stories chipboard stickers. That one, that clipboard on the right hand side, it's also chipboard stickers, same as the camera and that tag that I'm adding. And you can see how all these patterns work perfectly, and what we're creating, it's not specifically, or I'm not adding all the colors in this layout in rainbow order. All I'm adding is a pop of color to my black and white photos and that black and white background that I have, that pattern paper that I have at the bottom. And I'm using 3 different collections here, but the 3 of them work so well together and add that pop of color that I was looking for. So we have the rainbows from the Eco Paper pattern paper, these flowers from Pink Fresh Studio, and the title, chipboard frames and embellishments are from Simple Stories. Few hearts there. I think I'm also going to use the brads. I'm not sure if I'll be showing that. Yes. So I'm adding the brads, coordinating with the stripes from that chipboard frame. Now it is time for me to add my journaling, and it's all about my daughter, her smile, the way we feel, the way she makes us feel. And I just don't want her to change. She keeps growing up, but her personality, her bright smile and everything, we just want to keep the same. All right, and this is my page for today. As I said, it's a mood board inspired. I needed to create my own rainbow effect, and even though I worked literally with rainbows, what I wanted was black and white photos and the rest of my page to have the color. This was a little bit difficult to take out with my left hand, but it works perfectly. You can see another brad there and a chipboard stickers, more butterflies and flowers. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please make sure that you check out all the projects from the Hip Kit Club blog and the Facebook group. And please let me know if you have any questions about the kits. I cannot wait for the March kits to start shipping and for us to get it. In the meantime, please show us all the projects that you have been creating with the February kits. We would love to see them. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. And this was Andrea for Hip Kit Club. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.